Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Musical Moments with Marta. My name is Marta and I am going to be continuing with my Musical Solutions series, and I'm working through the Vivaldi seasons. This is the summer and the second movement we're on, Adagio. It is in G minor, and the story, as I said in the first video on the first movement, we just went through some winds and bird calls, and we also had a complaint of a villager who was expecting a possible thunderstorm and he was worried about that. So now the second movement is going to be dealing with him still kind of anxious and thinking about that possible storm coming, as well as there are gnats and mosquitoes that are making a lot of noise. So that first phrase, the opening, the violin holds a nice long note, G, but the strings, other strings are playing a dotted rhythm which imitates the mosquitoes, buzzing mosquitoes. Dum, da-dum, da-dum, dum, da-dum, da-dum. And then in between my phrases, the soloist phrases, we have orchestra kind of anticipating the next movement, which is the tremolo, like a storm tremolo. So it's a thunder and lightning coming our way. So like I said before on the first video, thank you for joining me here. I hope this video will be helpful to you. Please follow my channel. You can go to different playlists. I'm also attaching some videos right above my head that may interest you. And let's get into it. So this is the opening of the second movement of the summer, Vivaldi's Summer. So I'm going to start, we're in 4/4 in this movement. We were in 3/8 and 4/4 in the other movement, in the first movement. So this is, we're back in 4 quarter notes, and it's Adagio. So just a long, beautiful long note. I'm going to start in second position. Orchestra, then violin continues, so I am using the Bernrider edition from 2000, and it's edited by Christopher Hogwood. And what I was going to say is that the bowings here are not, they're separate in this section, all the quarter notes from the eighth notes. And I play that depending on the tempo that I'm feeling. I may be hooking those, but in this particular moment I was just playing them separate. So 2, 3, 4, 1. So you have to make sure that you're not hitting that up bow too hard, because it's just one note, right? 1/8 note. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Because you still have to phrase. So dum da dum ba bom ba bom. So we make arches with, even with those separate bowings. Now another way to do it is to hook them. It's a little bit harder because if the tempo is really slow, dum ba dum ba dum, dum ba dum ba dum. Let's say the tempo 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You can do it like that. So the fast notes I'm playing are in the orchestra. And then the next section. So we have these alternating sections. So you're creating, as a soloist, you're creating this calm mood, but there's some anxiety, right? Dee da dee da dum. So you can show some of those harmonies changing as the intensity is there for the upcoming storm. So then in measure 10, we go to another. This one is, there are more dissonant harmonies coming up. this goes up a step, so you can play a little louder. Then you can do a little echo. I do an echo there. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So I'm obviously not playing that fast part, but there's some dynamics you can add. So in measure 10, I'll start mezzo piano, make a crescendo to measure 11, because the line is going up, it's progressing a step. And in measure 12, you can kind of leave it up hanging and then play a subito pianissimo in measure 13. So that's one way to do it. You can also find many other interpretations, I'm sure. And then in measure 13, I would stay on, if I want to do that echo, subito pianissimo, I would go up on the A string, right? Now that C in measure 15 is a nice break out of that A string intensity there, and kind of muffled sound a little bit. And then measure 15 opens up, right? So we kind of arrive at that G minor again, which we started with. And then this is almost like a little afterthought in measure 17. The soloist comes in halfway through the measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I play in second position. So sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Separate. And just the buzzing in the orchestra remains as we hold. So that last note is very long, so you're going to need several bows. So in measure 18, 19, it's basically almost the same line as in measure 15, except measure 16, 17, measure 19 begins with that C an octave lower, and the high C that was in measure 15 now is on a pickup. So that's kind of interesting, right? But the idea is the same, with a little trill at the end, and then arriving on the G, which is very long and just held, while the strings keep buzzing with a little mosquito. Dum, 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 dum. So it's all very, very atmospheric. Okay, so this is the end of the second movement of Vivaldi's Summer. If you would like to watch the first movement, it's right there above my head or on the side. And you can also see other playlists and whatever else interests you. There will be more Vivaldi as well. There's a Vivaldi playlist where I have a lot of different videos on Vivaldi, including 415 tuning with my Baroque violin and a bow. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I see you on the next video.